catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game!
Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line.
Or from championship number 6. Jordan. Open. Chicago with the lead. 3 seconds at midcourt.
Jenkins
Gives it to Jenkins for the championship. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
If you're Philly.
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
Back like we never left, my guy. We're live. What did it do? How you doing? I think you're muted. Did you mute yourself? Is the mic plugged in for you? I can't hear you. It might just be me. Let me see. Hey, say something. I'm going to see if it's working on YouTube. Yeah, you're not coming through. Do you have like a settings button or anything on your end? Because I have like a settings thing, and then I go to audio, and it should say like audio output. I think I can hear you now.
Hello? There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Dude, I cannot figure this platform out for the life of me.
A little
Remember the first
restream.
time we
Shouts out
tried it?
restream. What, the restream?
Yeah, the first time we tried this, it was me, you, and Fred, and I was literally talking for like 5 minutes, nobody could hear me, and then it was like super loud, and it was like echoing real bad.
It's just trying to stop us, man. It's just trying to stop your shine. Stop your insight on this championship game. I mean, the New York Knicks and the Portland Trailblazers, they actually played like 4 days ago, and I watched the first half of the game. The New York Knicks came out. They were up by like 18 early, and they ended up losing the game by 11. The Portland Trailblazers fought all the way back, actually had a lead going into half. It was a very weird game. The New York Knicks Summer League roster, I mean, in all intents and purposes, is like low-key stacked for it being a Summer League. I mean, you got 2 players that played a ton of minutes. I wouldn't say a ton, but they played big minutes last year for the Knicks, and Quentin Grimes and Jericho Sims. And you got Miles McBride, who also played some significant minutes. You got the rookie from Duke, Trevor Keels. You got Gene Montero. And just all around, Garrison Brooks is a nice size man. I mean, Daquan Jeffries, they really got a loaded team. But what are you expecting today? I mean, I personally see the Knicks as some big favorites. They opened up at around -150 on the money line. They're going to close around -170. So they're almost 2-to-1 odds. But what do you see?
I think the Knicks will pull it out. When you lose a big game like that, like being up by that much and blowing a lead, you go back and you look and you're like, where do we go wrong?
Yeah, where can we improve on? Because they're clearly the better team. I mean, when you look at the rosters,
Nonetheless, a freak.
I know he'll be facing up against Luka Garza. That's an interesting little matchup. Yeah. You got the athletic freak versus the really technically sound Luka Garza. But real quick, I'm gonna showcase this share screen for you because I don't think you've seen it. Give me 1 second. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it on your end. Yeah, but I can literally showcase this. We'll probably do a little game cast. The only negative with it is I can't see you. But it's all right. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, they played July 11th in the Trailblazers won by 11. But so we're both predicting the Knicks to come out on top and win the first annual Summer League championship ring.
Yeah, the ring, man. Get
The
out.
ring.
Wow.
You like it? You hate it? Like, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I guess it's one thing, I guess, to make Summer League, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Feel cooler, I guess. I don't know. But it's not a terrible idea. But
A little incentive for the players.
Like, yeah, it's cool and all, but get a real ring.
Yeah. As they're showcasing Quentin Grimes highlights, I mean, this kid, he's smooth.
He's tough.
Yeah, he's just so smooth. He played at Houston, was a 5-star. Transferred from Kansas. I mean, Quentin Grimes is one of my favorite prospects. Whenever he originally committed to Kansas, and then it kind of fell apart at Kansas. He rebounded at Houston. Was a huge part in some Final Four runs. Quentin Grimes just going to be a really, really good pro for a really long time. Who's your sneaky guy? Who do you think, if you think the Knicks are going to win, like you already said, who do you think is like your sneaky guy that is going to have an impact on the game and could potentially win the game for the Knicks?
Maybe not sneaky necessarily, but I think if Jericho Sims controls the boards like from the beginning, and it's just like a dominant inside presence. I mean, it's tough. Like, he's such a freak athlete. If you've got him that you have to worry about on the inside, and you got a guy like Quentin Grimes and Miles McBride on the outside, I mean, it's tough to try to contain all of that at once. Especially
whenever you look on the other side, and I mean, they don't really have a whole lot of athleticism up top. I mean, Greg Brown is athletic. Trenton Wofford is a good player, but he's not necessarily super athletic. I mean, there's not a lot of people going to be able to defend that cup from Jericho Sims' lob presence. And here they're showing Keon Johnson. Yeah, extremely tough. Do you like Keon? What are your thoughts on him?
I'm not seeing a whole lot out of him, but I think like from what we have seen in the summer league, it just shows you like the skill that like playing even a little bit of your first year in the league helps you out so much. Help be able to stand out. Like, as you see, I mean, he's getting to his spot and raising up and just getting hit whatever shot he wants off. Like, that's big. That's something you learn.
He's got about everything that you would want from a pro. As we get underway here, man, I'm excited for this game. It should be pretty good.
It better be a good one. Summer League coming to an end.
Yeah, the next little quick pin down for Quentin Grimes working a screen. You can already tell the pace. The pace of this game is going to be really, really fun as Treble Keels about throws it away. And that's Trenton Wofford. Clears it for the Blazers. Who is that pressing the ball like that for the Knicks? That would be Farron Hunt.
I like Keels. I think he's got like the tools to be a solid role player in the league for a while too.
Who do you like?
Keels.
Wow. Look at Quentin Grimes ripping it away from his defender. A little pull-up three. Won't go. And Luka Garza has a rebound. Playing a little two-man game on the left side there are the Blazers. Quick move there from Brandon Williams. Kicks it out. Luka Garza now. Drives, kicks it out, loses it, and Trevor Keels with the steal. Up to Deuce McBride. Just a little pull-up. I like that jump shot a lot. It still won't go, and we've yet to score here.
That's a good shot.
So that's Brandon Williams. Flips it up, won't go. Deuce McBride on the other wing. Gets it up to Farron Hunt. He all the way. Good block by Luka Garza there. I mean, I was talking about having a vertical presence at the rim, and Luka Garza says, "Hey, Troy."
He didn't even really get up off the ground that high. He just so long. He didn't jump
and another turnover there by the Blazers, and a missed opportunity by Hunt on the other end. And now Jericho Sims loses it momentarily, retains it, fires it, turns it over. I mean, what is happening to start this game?
This is bad.
Trenton Wofford misses it, but it's fouled, and we can all take a collective breath here.
Somebody needs to take a timeout, tell the guys to breathe.
I mean, that was extremely hectic. For about that was
that's the one downside of summer league is it's really competitive because guys are competing for a spot, but at the same time it can get pretty ugly.
And we've still yet to scratch as Trendon Watford misses that free throw. Are we synced up, Caleb? I forgot to ask.
I think so. I mean, I might be like a second or two behind, but it's not like
Okay.
like the first time when I got on here where I was like 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Nah, we're good.
What's going on, Bron? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us today. It's Deuce McBride now for the Knicks. Again, just a really sloppy start to this game. Jericho Sims about turns it over. Trevor Keels kind of saves him there, dumps it back off to Jericho. Jericho, nice little ball movement, Hunt in the corner. Little pump fake step back. It's good. That was a good-looking shot and good-looking move.
Took his time after that pump fake.
Yeah, he organized the puppies, if you will. Got squared in the bucket. Luka Garza. I love his feel. I don't know if he's ever going to work in the NBA.
I know, it's so weird. It's tough because it's like the skill's there, but like the athleticism is not.
Yeah, and if you're not athletic, you have to literally be Dirk and at his size. And Dirk was just a marksman, dude. It did not matter where he was at. It was wild. As Brandon Williams blocked away at the rim by Sims, but somewhere there was a foul.
That's what I mean, man. Jericho Sims is a freak.
I mean, it doesn't even like he just like boings. Like it's like a pogo.
Yeah, it's just like effortless.
That was such a bad call.
It was late, too.
I'm not a fan of women officials. I don't want to get in my rant today, but
oh man.
I have anybody that knows me and there's a woman official at any high level game, I just collectively just get really depressed. But that's a rant for another day.
Yeah, we'll save that.
Yeah,
we'll save
not
that
gonna
for
get
a
into
hot take.
Not gonna get into that one yet. It's Brandon Williams knocks in the first free throw. 7 minutes to go here. Again, just a very, very sloppy and a strange start. But again, it is for a championship, so there's probably a lot of nerves for these kids in Vegas. Looks like there's a good crowd there for a Sunday afternoon. It is really early in Vegas, too. It's like noon there.
Yeah.
It's Trevor
Everybody's gone. Everybody's gone because, like, the hot spot of it is when, like, there's games literally all day long for, like, a week straight.
And there was a slew of games today, but, like, none of them really matter. Everybody's sitting except for this one. It's Trendon Watford. Kicks it back over to Keon. Keon to Luka. And now Luka's going to show us a little fadeaway. That's way off. And Hunt on the other end for the Knicks. Again, I thought the pace of this game was going to be like really, really high, and it's been rather stagnant and interesting. It's Deuce McBride for three.
Because the pace was high, and then they turn the ball over a whole lot. They need to slow it down.
Yeah, the flow of the game is just absolutely
Get a feel
shot.
for the game. Get a feel for it, then that's when you speed it up. After you get comfortable, after you realize what you want to do, what's working.
Good kick out pass there. Won't go. Quentin Grimes almost had it. Ferran Hunt's been around the ball. He's been a little bit of a ball magnet here. It's now Trevor Keels. Ooh, alley-oop pass. Jericho Sims shows off that athleticism. Good touch pass to the outside. McBride drives out to Quentin Grimes. Won't go. I'm calling it. The Knicks are going to win. Bron calling his shot here. Believes the Knicks are going to win. You, me, and Caleb all have said the Knicks are going to win, Bron.
Good take.
It's a very, very good take by Trendon Watford there. So it's a 5-5 start here.
I wish we could see Shaden Sharp out here, though.
I completely agree. It's Grimes. I believe he traveled. But they may be calling a foul. 5-5, first time out. Again, in 5 minutes, there's been 10 collective points. That is
the rough side of summer league.
Very.
$2K23 art. It's so weird that like there's already.
Yeah, guess how much their Legend Edition is to pre-order. Just throw a shot in the dark.
I feel like we talked about this last night. I can't remember. It was like 150.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Like that is. I mean, granted, you do get like a version of NBA League Pass. I think is what they're.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. I don't know if it's just NBA TV or if you legitimately get an NBA League Pass subscription. But every time I pull up 2K to play my team, literally, it says NBA League Pass is a part of the package. Hold on, I'll try to share screen you something. Hold on.
I haven't played 2K in probably like 2 months now. Been playing WWE, and Austin called me the other night and asked me to re-download GTA.
GTA.
Haven't played that. I haven't played GTA in I would say at least 3.5 years.
Let's see here.
$12-month NBA League Pass subscription. Huh. Offer only. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe that. Gotta do what you gotta do to get people to buy the game, I guess. Because it's just the same game every year.
My League Pass subscription and just pre-order 2K.
Yeah, for real.
It's cheaper, honestly, if you think about it. Because for a full year of NBA League Pass, I mean, it's like $250 off rip.
I forget how much I paid for it. Because I didn't get, there's different like bundles and whatnot or whatever.
Yeah. 5-5 here. And Gene Montero's in for the Knicks. This is a guy I've actually enjoyed watching as he comes in there, flips it up, won't go. And a rebound here for the Blazers.
That's a good look, though.
Really good look. He got to a spot. Trendon Watford downhill, trying to create something happen. Kicks it out. Brandon Williams. And he shot it short. And Daquan Jeffries rebounds it.
Daquan Jeffries looks like he's been in the league for like 15 years.
Yeah, Quentin Grimes, man. Just not looking comfortable. Give me 1 second here. My dog's at my door. Sorry, she's scratching at it, and it's really annoying me.
Is it the new one?
No, so this one is Lucy.
Lucy.
You remember Lucy. Oh, Lucy, the weirdest dog ever. As the Blazers win the tip. We're still at 5-5, about a little over to go. An exhilarating first quarter as Trendon Watford wide open. Finally, we get a 3-ball to go.
Yeah,
he's mean mugging.
No, but is it?
Cool. Trendon Watford's already got 3 steals for the Blazers.
That'll make a big difference.
It's a little give and go.
But I mean,
there.
as the game goes on, you expect everybody to start hopefully cooling off a little bit, so it won't be so.
Yeah, the nerves. It's just ball towards the. Hopefully, that was a good little 2 possessions from both teams. It's 8-7 now. Hopefully, we start to see some more fluid as a turnover.
Hopefully, things start to slow down, and as it's another turnover.
I was about to say, who did the Blazers draft? So they drafted Shaedon Sharpe with their first pick, I should say. He obviously got hurt. And then from there,
there's Shaedon Sharpe as we're talking about him.
Yeah, there's Shaedon Sharpe, 7th overall pick in the 2022 draft. He went to Kentucky.
Yeah, went
to Kentucky. Was it Sharpe? Yes, sir. It was Sharpe. 6'6" guard. He should have. He has a pretty high upside. We gotta.
How long did they say he's going to be out?
They said 1 to 2 weeks when it happened, which would literally be this weekend.
So, I mean,
or not this weekend, like middle of the week.
There's no reason we shouldn't see him soon.
Yeah, I guess we'll see some training camp videos. He's the king of the highlights in an open practice, I'll tell you what. It's Keon Johnson, tough shot. It was late in the shot clock. He kind of had to shoot it.
No, I was talking about the Watford layup. I guess he was trying to draw contact.
There's Fred checking in, a Raptors team. What's going on, Fred?
Oh, Fred.
You ain't missed much of a game so far, pal. Tell you what.
Dude, like, look at Jericho Sim's shoulders. Like, that dude is just built.
And then his face. He looks like a 12-year-old in his face. And then you look at his body, and he's a freaking unit.
He's got big shoulders, nice arms, and he's a freak athlete. Like, I don't know.
Look at them calves. Them calves are just screaming. I mean, my word. Did you see them bad boys while he was standing there?
Yeah.
I mean, my God, they might cut you. As he's getting a little breather here. Went to Texas for a year. Was really underwhelming.
What was his stats for the Knicks this year?
I don't think he played a whole lot. I know he played a little bit as the Blazers now bringing up a little pressure. Get it across, no problem. Gene Montero, one more pass to Daquan Jeffries. His shot won't go, and the cold streak continues for the Knicks.
He averaged 2 points, 4 rebounds.
What did he play, like 16 games, 17 games? He traveled, my word. Dude, how many I'm going to look and see how many turnovers we have seen this game. I mean, my word. So the Blazers have 6 turnovers, and the Knicks have 5. So we've seen a combined 11 turnovers here.
Jericho Sims played 41 games.
Wow, he played a lot more than I thought he did.
13 minutes a game, 2 points, half block, half an assist, 4 rebounds, 41% from the free throw line. Got to get that up.
I mean, when you got shoulders like that, brother, it's probably a lot more difficult to handle on a 10-foot rim. That's hilarious.
Like
Can you
Dwight
imagine?
Howard.
Yeah, literally. As here's a look at the Knicks box score. I mean, Ferran Hunt, my bad, has 5 points, 2 rebounds, a steal. He's been literally probably the only bright spot for the Knicks, who have come out shooting 3 of 11 from the field. Then you flip up for the Blazers, and it's Trendon Watford, who's really done it all for him. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. It's the Trendon Watford versus Ferran Hunt.
6 turnovers for the Trailblazers. How many did the Knicks have?
5. So we've seen 11 turnovers in less than in 7 minutes. There's been 11 turnovers. No Greg Brown the third for the Blazers yet. That's intriguing. Looks like the Knicks are going to run an 8-man rotation. Daquan Jeffries, Gene Montero, and Micah Potter, as Tom Tibbs is in the stands.
You think this is his last year in New York as the coach?
If they don't make the playoffs, yes. If they make a little noise and they play hard, show a little grit, maybe he somehow keeps it in there. I'm not a fan of Coach Tibbs.
Like, let's say they struggle midway through the year. Is he gone?
In a big city, yes. That was a good pass there by Gene Montero.
Great
Dumps
pass.
it off to Micah Potter. Dude, I'm starting to love Gene Montero. I was a little low on him coming out. Can't believe the team that wins gets actual rings. Yeah, we kind of hit on that a little bit earlier. Kind of just saying like that's a pretty cool touch, but it is intriguing.
A little corny.
A little PG WWE style. Gene Montero throws it away there. And then the Blazers turn it over again.
13 turnovers.
That's the guy. I believe that was Jabari Walker. A huge Jabari Walker guy out of Colorado. That was another draft pick for him that we missed whenever you asked about their draft. They drafted Jabari Walker out of Colorado.
Grimes looks tired on the bench. You see that?
No, I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking at field goal percentages.
He's been out for a while. He's still breathing heavy.
It's Micah Potter. A little mismatch here. Loses the ball, and we have yet another turnover. It's 14 so far on the game for both clubs. I mean, that is just unreal. It's Keon Johnson now a little step back. 3 ball is short. Deuce McBride.
That's not a bad shot, though. Like, he got there, had plenty of time to raise up. He just obviously didn't capitalize.
Deuce McBride looks kind of nasty, but almost loses it. Drives, kicks, and these guys are just playing a little ping pong with the ball here.
Yeah,
not ping pong.
This is bad.
Gene Montero for 3, won't go. Potter tries grabbing the rebound. That was a good rebound by Jabari Walker there. And another turnover. That's 15. 12-9 now. Deuce McBride all the way. He's going to turn it over. Oh. As the woman ref calls a blocking foul there. He was out of control. I think you got to reward the defender there. He was way out of control. He slid over. I mean, that's a charge. You know, not to pile on the woman official down there, but
Yeah, that's a bad call.
he's out of control, loses the ball, runs over a set defender. Come on now. As McBride knocks in the first one. Bron last night was a huge fan of the Lakers, Caleb. He's a huge Laker guy, and he was pretty much talking about how depressing last year was as Laker fans. Me and him kind of talked for a minute.
I'm sure y'all bonded over that.
We did bond over that. A few tears were shed. But Craig Randall for 3 for the Blazers won't go, and Deuce McBride goes up there and grabs
That's
the
a
rebound.
bad. Like, I don't understand that shot. That's such a bad shot.
Gene Montero now. It's a good decision there. Hands it over to Miles McBride, who gives it to Trevor. See what Trevor can do. I don't think he's great on the ball, but that was a good drive, but he gets fouled. He'll go to the line. We didn't see a lot of that from him at Duke. Him with the ball in his hands, having to make a play. I like to see that. I like that. That looked like a pretty effective drive. Got to his spot. We saw a lot of Paolo, obviously, A.J. Griffin, who I wish was healthy enough to play in Summer League, who did not play as Keels misses a free throw. And, of course, Wendell Moore with the ball in his hands quite a bit for Duke last year.
I feel like he's a good value, though, at 42. Like, he's a guy that I feel like you can trust to defend team's best players throughout the season.
Oh, yeah, he's a pit bull, man. He doesn't back down from a challenge.
He's a tank.
Literally. Good drop-off pass there. Kicks it out.
Let's go pick and roll. Nice dunk.
Craig
ball.
Randall. It's great defense by Deuce McBride. He has to kick it out. A little loose ball there. Colby Ross, and the shot clock violation. Team turnover for the Blazers.
That's a great defensive possession.
If Lakers kept their players in 2019, they would have Zoe, Kuz, Bron, Ingram, Randall, with Clarkson, D'Lo off the bench, and they would have kept their picks. I mean, you have to throw in DeAndre Hunter in there as well if you're going to go, because we traded pick 4 for. But I mean, yeah, hindsight was 2020, but we got a championship, my friend.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Do not forget that.
That's all that LA cares about is getting a championship, and they got one. So.
Deuce McBride, good shot there, won't go. Nice tip in there by Micah Potter out of Wisconsin. And the Knicks somehow have a lead as the pinball there. My goodness, what's happening? What is there? There's got to be something on the balls, man. I mean, Lord,
There's a picture
mercy.
of the ring, man. The coveted ring.
It's beautiful. That's what they're all nervous about, man. They want that first ring.
If you're a player and you get one, are you like showing it off on like Instagram later today?
No, I think it's one of those things that if you go to a club, you throw it on. That's kind of a little extra jewelry. You know what I mean? Like nobody gonna know. Everybody just gonna see the jury. And then outside of that, I mean, I would just kind of put it up in my display and move on.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd go out of my way to be like, hey, look at my ring. Look at my Summer League championship ring.
Yeah, for real.
But I think it's great to win a championship no matter what level. So I take pride in my CCA championship ring.
I have mine somewhere downstairs.
Yeah, mine's somewhere over there. I couldn't tell you where it's at without going and finding it, but it's over there somewhere.
I'd never put it on. I put it on like once for like 3 minutes, and I was like, I'm never going to wear this.
I'm not going to lie. I think I wore it to something Gallatin, the kind of my junior year. Yeah.
Oh, that is so funny.
Kind of flexed a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, they didn't have to know it was in the KCAA, dude. What they don't know don't hurt them.
Don't hurt them.
Again, just a sloppy start. Let me pull up the box score here. We'll dive into it. 14-12 at the end of the first quarter. So we're about to get back to action. I mean, nothing really stands out other than good quarter there from Ferran Hunt, good quarter from Trendon Watford. But other than that, I mean, 8 turnovers for the Blazers, 7 for the Knicks. That's 15 turnovers in the first half. I mean, that ain't going to get it done, if you will. So we'll see which team can clean it up a little bit. I believe whoever cleans it up is probably going to win the game. That was a nice pin down there. Jabari Walker won't go. And a good rebound from Micah Potter. Miles McBride, he's been out there nearly the whole game, and Quentin Grimes still on the bench, Caleb. You noted that. They are interviewing a coach while he is coaching.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, let's. Jabari Walker gets another go at it, and he's short. Nice rebound there from the big man. Kicks it out, and that's a 3-ball. I believe that was Colby Ross.
It's a good shot. Caught, ready to go.
Off the offensive rebound, and I raved about that in my Lakers live whenever I was soloing it. There's nothing better as a shooter than when your big man gets an offensive rebound, turns and locates you, and you are wide open, and you can just step right into that bad boy. There's nothing better. That's McBride. Tough take. They call an offensive foul. Another turnover. I do not agree with that call, but I hate that they're interviewing this man while he's just trying to coach his team. So here comes Colby Ross.
This is so bad. Why would you try because you got him trying to talk to the announcers, but also trying to communicate to his guys. It's just not good TV.
Drive straws, kicks, good shot. He won't go. Miles McBride now pushing all the way down, finds his man and gets blocked away. Good block there from Kyle Alexander. Now the little
sloppy, bro.
Pump fake fire 3, and it's good for Craig Randall the second, and the 6-0 run for the Blazers, and they are fired up. It looks like he's
still such sloppy basketball.
Very sloppy. But the Blazers, they've cleaned it up a little bit.
That's a good shot
6-0
fake.
Run.
Raise up, bang.
Shot fake, take your dribble, reorganize your puppies, and let it fly.
Take your time. Yeah, looked good.
I'll tell you what, me and Fred have talked on lives about how much easier it's going to be with live streams whenever you're trying to say what's going on, play-by-play. Dude, whenever we finally get normal NBA players out there, you don't know how hard it is to try to locate a number on here, find a name. It's good Lord. Because half these dudes we're never going to see again except for next year's Summer League. So it's
unless you watch NBA G League games.
Yeah, unless you're a big fan of some Mad Ants basketball, you're never going to watch these kids again. So
yeah, I remember I think it was 2K10, 2K9.
You had to go through the G League.
Yeah, you would get drafted, and if you got drafted low, you would have to start down in the G League. I wish they'd bring that back.
An element that has been lost in my career is stuff like that. They've made it so flashy.
It's all about that made-up storyline they want.
Yeah, they want a GTA version where you have no freedom. They control what happens in every situation. So it's really not even GTA. It's not even you're making decisions. And if you are making a decision, it's two options: tell the truth or be a douchebag. Those are the 2 options you get. You're either a heel or a face. It's just. So showcasing the top 5 picks in the draft. Obviously, Keegan Murray, he's been unbelievable. Top 5 in the Summer League in scoring. Quentin Grimes is actually number 4, I believe, in scoring for the Summer League. And he hasn't done a thing, and he is back out on the court with Gene Montero, Micah Potter. They're setting up a little zone offense. Trevor Keel's getting downhill. And another turnover. Back the other way comes the Blazers. That's Craig Randall, rather. Little pump fake kick out. Another wide open 3. Jabari Walker gets to organize the puppies, and it's good. Jabari Walker, and here come the Trailblazers. Little 9-0 run to start the quarter.
Having a run like this with your arguably your two best. Or yeah, is Watford out there right now?
No, he's on the bench as well.
Yeah, have Watford and Keon Johnson sit on the bench is huge.
It is. And now here comes a little aggressiveness out of Quentin Grimes.
Got to get to the cut.
He's
Yeah,
fouled. Got to
get
see
the
a
ball
couple
to the
fall.
hole, draw the foul.
Yeah.
Slow
See a
the
couple
pace
go
down.
in. So there's Jabari Walker from Colorado. We highlighted him in our draft video, as we did for all of the prospects that were drafted.
That's
Grimes.
Samaki Walker's kid, isn't it?
I believe so.
Looks just like him.
He's got 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 of 4 from the field. Big fan of Jabari Walker. I think he was very undervalued, and the Blazers got a really nice pick. They had 2 really good value picks when it comes down to it. It's Grimes. Well, Sharp's injury is severe enough where he is in a sling. I don't know if you make anything of that, but he is in a sling as Craig Randall now gets it over to Colby Ross. Now Ross will accept the offense, gets a nice screen. He's not really going anywhere with the ball. He's dribbled about 30 times and hasn't gone anywhere. Jabari Walker, no hesitation, 3 won't go. That wasn't Jabari Walker. And the little pinball rebound goes out to the Knicks. And now Quentin Grimes showing that aggressiveness, right-handed layups up and in. That was a tough shot.
See,
Looked
now
like
it's your 1 year in the league's really got to come out here. You got to get to the cup. You got to finish around the rim. Put some points on the board for your team.
That was only his 3rd free throw or field goal attempt of the game. That's not going to get it
He's got to
done.
take over here. Continue to drive to the bucket and then make things happen.
There's Craig Randall, a little step back 3, way off, terrible shot. That's Quentin Grimes now. Beautiful look to Ferran Hunt, who's blocked away. What a block there by Kyle Alexander.
That's like his second or third block.
Nice little drop-off pass, and Walker can't get it to go. Wow. And my guy Braun says, wait, Sharp is injured. Yes, sir. He got injured in 5 minutes in the first Summer League game. Didn't last long, but he was out there for a few minutes, injured his shoulder. I'm not exactly sure what happened.
I can't remember if it was like some kind of labrum tear. I feel like if it was I don't remember.
It was a small, like, labrum tendon something.
Yeah.
Tear. They said it takes about 1 to 2 weeks to be reevaluated, and then from there they can tell more about the injury. That's Jericho Sims now operating, hands it over to Grimes. Grimes now gets downhill, flips it up again. He's fouled, and he'll go back to the line. He's really taking control of the game, much to the delight. I was about to say, much to the delight of Caleb, who was calling for that.
Just every time, man.
That's my guy Braun. Will he be good for the season? I believe he will. We can all hope he will. It's Quentin Grimes, another free throw attempt. His shot and form is just so pretty, man. Like that's just so pretty. As Deuce McBride already back out there, gives Montero a quick breather. I like Montero a lot, man.
Didn't do anything really that like stood out, but had a couple good. He set up a couple guys for some good looks.
And Brandon Williams, Trendon Watford, and Keon Johnson all back out there for the Blazers. So they did a little platoon change with their best player, and what a pass by Brandon Williams to Watford. Does a little hang time on the rim there. 23-19, 5:40 to go. Hopefully he will. Otherwise, Dame's going to have to carry again. Dame will always have to carry that team.
Dame's going to have to carry no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, Jeremy Grant's going to do well for them, but, I mean, he can't be a number 2 option on a championship team. He can be a good number 3 option, but asking Jeremy Grant to be the number 2 is not going to get it done, in my opinion. Here we go, 23-19, 5:30 to go. In terms of basketball, it's really picked up over the last couple minutes here in the second quarter. It's Quentin Grimes. He's been really aggressive. He kicks it out to Hunt. Hunt drives, gets it to Sims. Sims pump fakes, goes at the cup aggressively and gets fouled. That guy, man, he is just a presence out there. I'll tell you what. And he just has that box office look of like your eyes are just drawn to him. You know what I mean? Like he's just like when he's out there, he's doing things that look just so simple, and he just makes them look like a.
He stands out because everything like he jumps effortlessly. He's strong. He's physical. He's quick.
And it's not like what he's doing is very pretty. He's a very sloppy offensive player. You know what I mean? Like it just looks. And Braun just says, "I just want to see Dame win a ring." I agree with your first one. I do not agree with wanting to see Chris Paul win a ring. Don't agree. I think he'd be so obnoxious if he won a ring. He just annoys me.
At this point in his career, I don't know if obnoxious is the word.
I don't think he's got
It'd be emotional, man. It'd be emotional.
It's Keon Johnson back to Brandon Williams. Williams, little step back three. That looked good and is good. What a shot. My word. Barely even hit the net.
That Sims didn't even, like, you got to hedge that. Sims didn't hedge out at all.
Jericho Sims hands it over to Hunt. Hunt now gets a screen from Sims, drives all the way. He was fouled. No call. Instead, they call a travel. He annoys me, too, as a Lakers fan. LOL, I can't spell. You're good, brother. Yeah, well, Chris Paul should have been a Laker. If David Stern wouldn't have shut down the trade that would have brought Chris Paul to Los Angeles. That's got to be either a foul or a jump ball or something.
Yeah, it's got to be something.
But nonetheless, 26-20, 4:50 to go. Blazers, they're the ones that have cleaned it up a little bit. They haven't turned the ball over near as much as they did in the first quarter. And they have gained quite the lead here. Looking to build on it. Brandon Williams. That's a tough shot, and it's good. Brandon Williams.
I like that shot so much.
Little lob up top to Jericho Sims. Golly, he just floats.
His head is at the rim every single time.
My goodness, man. I mean, he just floats. It literally doesn't even look like he's trying to jump.
Unreal.
What a slew of action there. It's the Blazers now on top, 28-22. My guy Brown said, "Who would have been traded for Chris Paul?" Let me see if I can pull up the trade.
It was Lamar and Pau Gasol, I think. It might. I don't think it was a 3-team trade, but it might have been. I do remember.
Okay, so it was a 3-team trade. Let me share screen here. Who would have he been traded for? Let's pull it up. It was in 2011. So the Los Angeles Lakers would have received Chris Paul. The Hornets would have gotten Lamar Odom from the Lakers, Kevin Martin from the Rockets, Luis Scola from the Rockets, and Goran Dragic from the Rockets. The Rockets would have received Pau Gasol from the Lakers.
Yeah.
And then obviously it was shut down by the league, but this was the trade that was in place. I don't really know off the top of my head why it was able to be shut down. I think like David Stern and the league owned a portion. Didn't they have say or something? Yeah. It was like they had some sort of stake in the team, and I wouldn't do that. Well, it was agreed upon. That was like a trade that was agreed by all 3 teams. But then it was shut down by the league. David Stern put a stop into it. CP3 wouldn't help Kobe win a ring. Well, it would have been after his 5th ring, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
2011. So it would have been helping him trying to get to number 6. And that's whenever Chris Paul was like really in the prime of his career. So I don't know. It's one of the biggest what ifs probably in NBA history. It's Brandon Williams, a little drop-off pass there to Craig Randall. Craig Randall, he's been smooth out there. He traveled. Tried a hop step, did a little gallop there, and got called. Jabari Walker asking the ref, like, what?
That's always so hard for me to tell. It's like, especially if it's done quick, I can never.
Yeah, jump stops are, if you're going to do it, you just got to commit and slam both feet on the ground. It's Quentin Grimes out to McBride. You'd like to see McBride get going a bit. He dumps it off to Grimes. Grimes, no hesitation. 3 in the corner, won't go. and it's rebounded away by Jabari Walker. I like his comfortability to clear it up into the front court. Gets it to Watford. Watford drives, loses it. Jericho Sims there as they anchor down low. No call, and now the Knicks will run. Grimes on the other end gets an offensive foul called against him. Yeah, so after that trade, well, he would have been better than Steve Nash because Steve was past his prime. Yeah, Steve, whenever he came to the Lakers, was like 36, 37. And he had some injury concerns and everything else. That wasn't pretty from the get-go. I try to wash that year out of my memory.
I
remember
I remember playing with that team on 2K, and they were so good. Did she?
2K?
Was she trying to call out of bounds? And he
Yeah,
called
she was,
foul?
and he called the foul, and she gave him the call. I think she was a strong side official. She probably should have had a little
right in front of
meeting.
her, and she was going to call out of bounds. Like that was
Probably should have had a little
foul.
meeting there. But 28-22, 3:20 to go. The Knicks still have yet to settle in, really. Brandon Williams here. He's looked so smooth. Fires up another three is good. He has looked
That's tough.
he's
He's
just
starting to
looks.
get comfortable.
He looks real comfy. I'll tell you that.
That's what's so important about like not being rushed like in the beginning of the game where both teams are getting rushed. Slow down, get to your spot, find a shot that you like and like take it. Like when you're getting rushed like that and you having the ball turned over, you can't get comfortable. But when you slow down in the half court, you just play at your pace and you get to your spot and you raise up. Like look at this, like he's just comfortable.
He's literally just iso balling, man. Breaking down his defender. Like it looks like he's playing a pickup game.
Yeah.
But that Lakers team still did better than this team, even though they were a first-round exit. Yeah, that team was a lot better, but that's the year Kobe tore his Achilles, too. It's just a terrible year to think about. I mean, he was playing all those minutes, literally back us to the playoffs. That's during that stretch where he was pulling out game winners after game winners. It was an unbelievable stretch from Bean, and then, of course, he tore his Achilles towards the end of that year, and it was just – I remember that game. It was crushing. That's now Daquan Jeffries. Good drive. He's fouled. I mean, the Knicks just look so sloppy on offense. Like even that drive was just terrible. Like even though he gets bailed out there with the foul call, I mean, he
didn't know what he was going to do when he got there.
He's got Daquan Jeffries. He looks like a big boy as well.
He's got long arms.
Got extremely long arms. I mean, he's almost touched his kneecaps. Literally. It's 31-24 here. Brandon Williams looks like he's going to the bench. He's been really impressive for me, man. 10 points.
Yeah.
He just looks smooth. He's probably, like, if you look out there and you've just been watching like we have, I mean, he's looked the most comfortable out there than I think anybody else on the floor.
They have left Luka Garza on the bench pretty much this quarter. I think the entire halfway through the first quarter, just leaving Jabari Walker out there.
Yeah, Jabari Walker, and there's Trendon Watford for three, and it's good. 34-25 now. I mean, it's just that constant little teeter-totter affair here. Keeps going from 6 to 9.
Just running the Knicks off a ton of screens right there.
Quentin Grimes now gets the on-ball screen from Sims, and now he looks to break down Jabari. He drives right past him. Good find of Hunt. Hunt can't lay it up and in. And now the Blazers are pushing. My Lord, that was another just sloppy possession. Good find by Grimes. That's Trendon Watford, another three. Won't go. Grimes rebounds. Grimes now pushing. They really need him to just take over. As he passes it down to Sims. Sims goes up and through his defender, and he's fouled. We get to see that free throw.
That's not, I guess, necessarily a bad pass, but he kind of got bailed out. He left his feet, and he put him in a weird position with that pass. Like
he beamed it at him too. Like that. Yeah. That's not a good find.
Yeah,
he's not a good pass.
Grimes has just not been impressive today, if you ask me.
Yeah,
he showed spurts there for like 2 minutes, getting to the rim, getting fouled, But after that, it's like he's not done anything today.
As our guy
Nobody
Bron
from
did.
the Knicks has really stood out.
Did you see Bron at True League? He casually dropped 42 and 16. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to watch. I watched the entirety of it. It was a pretty good time. I'm just glad he went out there and enjoyed the game, man. He's getting to the point where he don't have many days like that left with playing ball and just enjoying it. So it's 34-26 now, minute and 39 to go. Just a very, very sloppy game.
I want to go to Summer League one year so bad.
It'd be a good time, man. Las Vegas is a beautiful city. I've never been. It would just be nice, man. I mean, basketball all day, some high-level prospects. I mean, the first couple days, the stars come out. I mean, you'd see a lot of cool people. You'd see all the execs. There's a corner.
Good
Three ball
defense.
is good. Colby Ross from downtown. Now the Knicks are down double digits here. And Grimes isn't going anywhere. Drops it off to Sims, and he gets absolutely
Great
hammered.
defense by Keon Johnson.
Keon Johnson's really done a really good
Sims,
job.
same thing, though. It's like he's catching it, and he's not even, like, really making a move. He's just, like, I guess, using his athleticism to just jump high to try to get a shot off. You know what I mean?
He's trying to physically impose himself against some of these guys and, like, go up and through them. It's Brown asking, how likely do you think a Kyrie deal will get done? Like, if you want a percentage, I would say probably 51%. Because I think it's
Of
more
what?
likely than not the Kyrie to Los Angeles. I'd say 51% chance it gets done. I think it's more likely than it's not, but I don't think it's by much. As Jericho Sims knocks in the first free throw. Second one's up and good. That form looks better. 37-28. This is a big minute for the Knicks. If they can get a stop score, maybe another stop, string together some stops to end the break here, or to end the half. Try to capitalize with some buckets. As now Keon Johnson looking to go to work against Sims. Maybe a mismatch. Goes right at him. Spin move, pump fake. Nowhere to go. Drops it off to Craig Randall. Craig Randall floater won't go. They can't get the rebound, and the Blazers will have a fresh 14. They double Keon. Bad double team. I don't understand that. And the Blazers will just flip it up and in. That's Kyle Alexander. I just don't like that double team. It was really, really random. Gene Montero's back out there for the Knicks. Gets downhill, flips, good pass to Hunt. Hunt pump fakes.
They're putting a ton of pressure on Grimes off ball.
They're making him work, and the Knicks turn the ball over again. And now we have a foul. 39-28. The Blazers, are they going to be going to the line? If so, that's a terrible foul. Trevor and Laker Nation think that Kyrie will be a Laker before next season. Yeah, that's what a lot of people think. I just think it's hard to tell with Kyrie. It's hard to tell with the Nets right now. So, I think it happens. I think it's 51% chance. But I think it's very likely as well that it doesn't happen. I don't think that the Lakers need to put all their eggs in the Kyrie basket. If you can work out a deal, kind of like I said last night, if you can work out a deal with the Pacers involving Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, I think you'd much prefer to go that route, to me. Get some more depth in there. As Lonnie Walker converts both free throws there.
He got
We're
good
up by
form.
He does. 8.7 rebounds, 3 steals from Jabari Walker. 41-28. Deuce McBride now working against Blazers defense here. Drives, gets downhill, gets to a spot. Lefty lay. He's fouled. I think that they've literally only scored all free throws this quarter. That's what it's felt like.
Yeah, nothing stands out about any other bucket.
This has been a ugly offensive game for the Knicks. I don't think there's a need for Miles Turner because of the Lakers signing of Damian and Thomas Bryant. Yeah, but I mean, Miles Turner is really, really good. I mean, yeah, I maybe not Miles Turner, but if you can work out a 3-team deal and somehow get Buddy Hield and Kyrie, do that. But if that was possible, I'm sure it'd already be done. I'm sure Rob Pelinka's already touched into that one.
2 seconds left.
2.5 seconds left here in the first half, 41-30. Blazers surprisingly out in front. And they've really controlled it from a bulk of the game.
Been an ugly one.
It's been a very ugly one. I think also, too, like, yes, we have Damian Jones and Thomas Bryant. But, you know, if you can, like, clearly upgrade, I think
that's an upgrade.
I think you just do it. And you worry about everything else later. Because at the big man spot, especially with a guy like Anthony Davis who doesn't like playing the 5, I mean, having 3 options there for certain matchups and whatnot, I don't think it's a bad option. Especially with Thomas Bryant coming off an injury, Anthony coming off an injury. Like, those are 2 guys. And
probably
Miles.
going to get another injury.
And Miles Turner with a injury problems. Imagine the Lakers laying Kyrie. And Kyrie is in LA long term. The duo of AAD and Kyrie, when healthy, would be fun to watch. I just hope they don't have to give up both picks. I mean, give up both picks. I mean, it really doesn't matter, to be completely honest. We're going to have picks in the 2023 class.
I got Watford sitting for this last play.
I think it's a foul concern, but I'm not – I still don't quite get it.
They're on offense.
Yeah, I don't know. And is Brandon Williams out there? I don't see Brandon either.
He might be in the backcourt.
Run a little whoop-de-woo here. Jabari Walker to Keon, little half-court heave. They say he didn't get it all. 41-30 at the half. So we're about to take a peek at the box score here. Again, that second quarter, that's a big-time flip there from the Trailblazers, up 29-16 on the quarter.
29 points in a quarter. That's crazy. And they play 10-minute quarters, don't they?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And look at this. 15 free throws made for the Knicks. That is half of their points.
Yeah.
I knew it was a lot. It didn't seem like that much. Gene Montero, the only Knick player in the positive with the plus-minus category. They're 1 of 8 from downtown, 7 of 22 from the field. They're really shooting the ball terribly. And then for the Blazers, obviously, Brandon Williams has looked extremely comfortable. Trendon Watford's looked really, really good. Keon Johnson hasn't even scored. Still just impacting the game. Same with Jabari Walker. They got Colby Ross playing pretty well. A little team effort there out of 4 guys for the Blazers. Everybody else not really doing too much. Just a really, really sloppy game.
Not what you expect for a championship game.
No, not at all. Not at all. Shout out my boy Cameron Smith. I don't know if you're into golf.
No.
That dude was a stud today. What do you think of the Lakers signing Walker with their mid-level exception? Caleb, I'll let you kind of handle this question. He's talking about Lonnie Walker.
I mean, I don't mind it. It's a young guy, that energy guy, but I think Darvin Ham emphasized wanting to focus on defense. And I don't really consider Lonnie Walker a defense guy. But if you can get him to play some solid defense and just run the floor, it could end up well, but I'm not sold on it just yet. What about you?
Lonnie Walker is a pretty dynamic scorer in spots.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of like you said, he does have some improvements to be made on that defensive side of the ball. But I think he's going to give it his all. He's a really good kid, man. I love his story. I don't know if you've read his story, Caleb.
Yeah.
I think you'd appreciate it as well.
Yeah.
He's just a great kid. He's battled his whole life as I'm kind of looking at his numbers here. A little drop off from his 3-point percentage throughout his entire career. He started early on in his career hovering at the 40s. And then as the attempts rose, his percentage dropped. So he's around a 33% shooter from downtown in his last 2 seasons. So a little bit of a concern there. But consistency-wise, he'll get the best shots of his career this year, you'd imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
Here are his projections for this year. He's projected to score 18 points per game. So that's what this is predicting. 34% from 3. I think that's super realistic. But yeah, I mean, just a great kid from Miami, high-level recruit coming out of high school in Pennsylvania. Fell in the draft a little bit. But yeah, nonetheless, he's a high energy. He's an athletic freak that can score. Good kid, right attitude. I would have loved if they went after T.J. Warren. I think the Lakers.
The Lakers?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. I think with the Lakers, you kind of have to just be careful stockpiling. If they would have got T.J. Warren, obviously, guys that have major injury history. You have to be careful.
He hasn't played in since the bubble.
Yeah, and it's been some foot problems. He hasn't really been consistent either throughout his career. He had flashes, obviously.
Him in the bubble was hilarious, fun to watch.
Oh, it was filthy. It was absolutely filthy. But yeah, I guess for 2 straight years in Phoenix and then in Indiana, he played extremely well. And then only played 4 games in 2020, and then 2021, 2022, he didn't play. So he's missed a whole lot of basketball. He hasn't played a lot, coming up on his 29th year in life, 29 years old.
His 29th trip around the sun.
Yes. His 29th 365 day.
That's funny. Dude, I need to look into buying that wrestling pay-per-view you were talking about.
He was getting comparisons to MJ for a week in the bubble. Yeah, I think that was more just a comedic relief, as you can see the emojis there at the end. But yeah, it's quite funny how just nasty he was that run in the bubble. I mean, let's see what I can do here. I mean, can we all just sit back and enjoy what was T.J. Warren in the bubble? I mean, this is his 53-point performance. I mean, just a bucket there, gets downhill, spin move. I mean, that's disgusting. Drives downhill. I mean, T.J. Warren, just an absolute buckito in the bubble, man. Buckets. Buckets after buckets, if you will. Old T.J. Warren. Yeah, that's another. How long are the Summer League halves? They're about 10 minutes. 15 minutes. Not long. After this little commercial break, I'm sure we'll probably get right back to it. You got somewhere to be, Brian? You got a date tonight, my guy? My guy King on TikTok said he was going to be here. I'm going to have to go give him some heck.
Let's see.
Yep, we're about to get right back to it. Start of the third quarter's coming. He said, nah. Let's just making sure, brother. I'm about to say, don't let us hold you up from getting yours. Here we go, man. So second half, what do you think needs to change for the Knicks? Obviously, they need an offensive flow. They need to establish some kind of rhythm. But what do you think could help them?
I mean, I think your two guards need to control the pace. Obviously, that hits on not turn the ball over and everything. But at the same time, defensively, we saw Brandon Williams get hot there for a little bit, but a lot of it was they were getting sucked in, ran off on pick and rolls, and either not hedging or not helping, and the Blazers were able to capitalize. So their defense needs to be a lot better here in the second half.
Picked up. I mean, there's Luka Garza, first action in a while. First one goes in and out, and Hunt clears it away for the Knicks. Sorry, I can't see your comment, brother. I'm going to have to get this graphic off the screen for a minute. Sorry about that. Did the Knicks do the right thing by trading their pick this draft for 3 future firsts? Jericho Sims, top shelf. My goodness. Pulled that one out of the rafters and hammered it down.
Just unreal.
I mean, here's the replay. Grimes draws, finds his man, and just hammers on Luka Garza. But yes, that was something I was actually going to highlight on is their ball handlers setting up their other guys better. Me and you highlighted a couple of times where they just beamed it at Jericho or beamed it at one of the guys cutting. It's like you have to set your guys up and make the pass where they're going to be, not where they're at. And they just kept setting them up in just awful situations as the Knicks come out well there. But I think that trade was really just interesting. It didn't make a whole lot of sense, but it is what it is. It's Luka Garza gets on the board there for the Blazers, 43-33. It's Quentin Grimes now looking to get more comfortable. Fires up a 3, won't go. It's a tough shot.
That's not a good shot. That's not what they need.
Really not a good shot. And it didn't make a whole lot of sense. It's now Trent Watford. Nice spin move. A little drop step there. Can't get the rebound as Deuce McBride fires it up to Keels. 43-33. Big possession here, I feel like, for the Knicks. If they can scratch here, Trevor Keels, wide open 3. Off the mark. They just can't get a rhythm offensively. Too much eye basketball. They need to play as a little unit here. Find the open man, get open looks. They're 1 of 10 from 3. Just got called out. What's up, King? I did. I called you out. I called you out on the talk, man. As Brandon Williams fires up a terrible shot, but he gets an offensive rebound, follows his miss. Just to be honest, I forgot. You're good, bro. I was just kidding with you. Deuce McBride now. Again, I mean, that's just effort right there, man. Rebounding the ball. You highlighted that. I mean, defensive rebounds. That was a good pass to Hunt. Hunt in the corner, drives, sets up Sims. He gets hammered, and he'll get 2. 45-33, 7:58 to go. Caleb, got any secret crushes to guess? So Caleb doesn't so Fred last night.
I'm married. We're good here. We're all good here. You ain't gotta worry about that one.
Yeah, he's a married man. No secret crushes there. Jericho Sims at the line. That looked awful. He misses the front end there. What have you been snacking on?
Some sour bright crawlers. Very.
Sour bite crawlers. Shouts out.
Mm.
This man's fishing. Jericho Sims 0 for 2. I mean, those are the possessions, man, the Knicks have to scratch. Did Fred just know King was coming in and have to come in and defend himself? Fred, it had to happen.
That's hilarious.
Brandon Williams now gets it inside to Watford. Watford working against Hunt. Almost turns it over. Fires up to Williams. Williams a little behind the back. Gets to a spot. Finds a wide open Luka Garza. Where in the world is the defense for the Knicks?
Should I just go ahead and call it that this game's over?
I mean, I'd like to hope not, but Jericho Sims working one-on-one against Garza. Fires up a mid-range shot off a little pirouette, and it's off the line.
Yeah, this ain't it, man.
Oh, a backdoor feed, Keon Johnson. My goodness, 49-33, 7 minutes to go. The Blazers dominating this one. It is 49-33, Bron. I mean, Lord have mercy. Here's the box score. You can just see ever since that first quarter ended, it's been all Portland. It is 37-19 since the end of the first quarter.
I gotta grab my wallet real quick.
You're good. Trendon Watford's got 12. Brandon Williams got 12. Here's the box score if you need to see it. Here's for the Knicks. I mean, just no flow. 1 of 10 from downtown, 8 of 26 from the field, 16 of 22 from the line. I mean, a bulk of their offense has come from the line. We need RJ back to ref. Richard Jefferson reffing was actually pretty cool. It was actually a lot of fun.
Richard Jefferson is comedy.
That dude's hilarious. Runs a great TikTok account.
Has anything been said about Collins? Is Colin Sexton still technically a free agent?
Yeah, he's a restricted free agent, so.
Yeah. I guess he's just gonna stay with Cleveland for a minimum deal.
Yeah, I guess, man. He's coming back healthy. I think a 1-year deal would have to be in the works somewhere.
Yeah.
But any sign and trade, the thing that's difficult with sign and trades is I think they have to be 4-year deals. I don't think you can just sign a guy for a year and then sign and trade. So, like, the Cavs couldn't be like, well, you can sign a deal with this team for 1 year and we'll sign and trade you. Like, I think it has to be like a 4-year deal. I was thinking we might go is anybody against a live for the home run derby? That could be interesting. It's Deuce McBride over to Trevor. Trevor out to Hunt. Hunt for 3. Won't go. Jericho Sims, good rebound. The team that could bid for Sextons is Mavs. Yeah, we tried working on a trade with the Mavs on last night's live. It's Deuce McBride. That was the most flow that the Knicks have had on offense this entire game. They were cutting. They were finding the open man. They weren't, just going one-on-one. They didn't just fire it to their big man and hope for the best. Like, they actually played off each other, and it worked out. But now Trendon Watford down low. Got pretty good positioning and was fouled. That's what I was saying. Yeah, you did say the Mavs, man. It's just hard to, figure out a sign and trade or even a deal because the Mavs, don't have cap space. They don't have their mid-level exception. So it'd have to be a multi-year deal on the minimum, and I don't think Colin Sexton signs a multiple-year deal on the minimum. If he signs anything, it's for the full mid-level exception somewhere for a year, or it's just a 1-year contract for the minimum. But if you're the Cavs, you 100% match that offer sheet. That's Quentin Grimes now.
Next day will get a turnover. They need that.
Oh, my goodness. What a finish by Quentin Grimes. Any trades the Celtics could do with the trade exception? How much money do they have as their trade? I don't know it off the top of my head.
I want to say it's like
9-10 million, isn't it? Or it might be 16.
Something high.
But I think is Luka Garza good? He traveled. 49-37. MLE would be a steal for Sexton. He's underrated. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. I'm not a huge Colin Sexton guy. I mean, what a hang time finish by Quentin Grimes. My goodness. It's like
I want to say the Celtics trade exception is like $17 million.
I'm gonna go to my trade NBA. Give me 1 second, and I'll figure it out for us. How's that sign, everybody? Let's go to the Celtics. Go to their trade exceptions. Yeah, they have a $17.1 million exception. They actually have a ton of exceptions they could use. They have one for Dennis Schroeder. They have one for Juan Hernangomez. They have one for
did you see the movie with Juan Hernangomez?
I did. I didn't watch the movie. But the only thing is, King, with that trade exception for Fournier, the $17 million, it expires today. So.
Grimes with another quick shot.
Yeah, I lost service on mine for a minute. Give me 1 second. I got to get caught back up. I'm surprised Sexton hasn't been offered a contract. Yeah, I think that we kind of talked about this again yesterday. A lot of teams are just in a lull waiting for the domino of Kevin Durant to fall. It actually expires tomorrow. I'm just telling you what trade NBA.com says. It says July 17th. Now, if it is tomorrow, then they better get to work. But I don't know, man. It's hard with that much money trying to figure out a trade exception deal because that's a pretty massive contract you'd be taking in. I mean, a big man on that kind of money, maybe Miles Turner, but they don't even have the picks to really make that one interesting.
That's such a late call. Wow.
They do that a lot, man. They wait for that, like, to see if it's made or missed.
Well, it wasn't even that. I don't think it
call.
was that ref's call to make. I think it was that woman ref it was right in front of her and she didn't call anything.
Do I need to go on my rant?
I mean, if you want, do we want X Factor to get canceled this early?
I know.
I think when we're ready to give it up, we can just go. We'll let you give your rant.
That sounds good to me. It actually expires tomorrow. PG is one of the deepest position in the league, so it's hard to find a spot for Sexton. If Knicks can't find a trade they better off running it back with KD and Kyrie. With Simmons coming back, they have a good chance at a title. I don't think they have a good chance at a title. But, I mean, with Kevin Durant and Kyrie, I guess you're supposed to have a chance.
I think my opinion at this point is they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and I think running it back is really, really there's not a lot of good outcomes that can happen. Especially with two dudes that really don't want to be there.
That especially, and it's like rubbing off on other players. Like you saw the interview with Cam Thomas, like during one of his games, and they said something like Steve Nash said he wants you to look for setting up your teammates and like yourself more, and he like literally rolled his eyes and was like, "It is what it is." Like it's just like that's the effect of having guys like that at the top. Like it gets down to your young players, and it's just a toxic environment.
Very toxic. As Hunt now top of the key for the Knicks. He drives. That's a good take, but fires up a terrible lay-in. He grabs the offensive rebound and kicks it out. It's a good drive by Jeffries, but a charge. Luka Garza takes the charge. Just way out of control. Knicks
can't get over the hump here. Can't
the Celtics swept KD and Kyrie. It's looking real bad for the Nets. I don't think Nets want Kyrie. It's hard telling who wants Kyrie outside of the Lakers.
Cards are right back out.
He's got a major gash in his mouth. His mouth is bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's cut open real good. Oh, yeah. Smile for us, big fella. I bet that sweat mixed with blood tastes so good. Dude, that's probably
a little warm saltiness.
Yeah, nothing better than a little red saltiness, a little blood, metallic taste. Oh my gosh, what a gash! He just looks so funny at times, dude.
He's got such thick eyebrows.
Reminds me of my good buddy. Back-to-back fouls for the Knicks. 53, 38, 4:04 to go. They need a run here. They need to get it within 10, 9, 8 points. I just don't think the offensive flow is ever going to be there for the Knicks. They just look so out of it. But again, it's the summer league, man. You never know. Like somebody could just pop off for a quarter and one team just go absolutely south. That's Jericho Sims getting a breather for the Knicks. Is Greg Brown on the bench for the Blazers, or is he just not playing today? Jabari Walker, that's a tough shot. Won't go. Hunt clears it. You can read that comment, brother.
If the Lakers are the only team that want him, Nets are really going to get Westbrook in return for Kyrie. I guess that's good leverage for the Lakers if they're the only team that wants an expiring Kyrie.
Yeah, again, regardless if the Lakers retain Westbrook or make a move for Kyrie, they will have so much cap space next year. It's going to be unbelievable. So to sit back, yeah, it stinks that, LeBron's in year 20 and we could go all in again. Now, all we have to do is get rid of 2 picks, and I think it's well worth it. You have cap space. You're Los Angeles. Just do what you have to do. Don't worry about picks in 2027 and 2029.
There's a big
Michael
stop.
Potter down low and one. Oh, they didn't call a foul? That's a clear foul. Have you seen it yet?
Yeah.
Was that not a foul?
Probably.
I thought I heard a whistle through my AirPod there. But nonetheless, 11-point game now. This has been a nice little run by the Knicks. Let's see if they can string together another stop. That could be a huge shot. Craig Randall won't go. Gene Montero for the Knicks now pushing. I thought he was going to pull up or something. Quentin Grimes really hunting for the ball there. Fires up a 3. Won't go. Terrible shot. But if they only use 1 pick, they can use the other one for Buddy Hield or Eric Gordon. Yeah, that is the ultimate leverage. If you're only able to use 1 pick, but again, you have to find the cap space to be able to take in a guy like Buddy Hield, who's making a lot of money. And it's hard to facilitate outside of Taylor Horton Tucker. So if the Nets want THT, you're outside of adding in Kendrick Nunn, you're in a tough spot for salary.
I just bought that Ring of Honor pay-per-view. I'm going to try to get a video out sometime this week, see if there's any interest at all. I might go live and watch it.
Would you trade THT Nunn in a first for Buddy? Caleb, what do you think about that?
All 3. I mean, I don't
think salaries match up for that.
Would they have to give? I mean, I don't know.
It depends with the Kyrie situation. If you're able to get Kyrie, sure. But if you're not, I wouldn't do that as just a move that I made. You can't trade what you lack. And what I mean by that is they lack depth. So trading depth to get one really, really solid player sounds like an overpay, or just THT in a first. Again, salary-wise, I don't think that works out. The Lakers are in a really, really strained time. But again, if they're able to acquire a Kyrie Russell Westbrook swap, they would get a trade exception of $11 million, which is a huge deal. If they get a trade exception, they can play money ball and really, really figure it out from there. That is the key. Obviously, it's a tough deal to make from the Nets perspective and the Lakers, but if you're able to do that straight up swap, then we can start talking about maybe where they go from there. But the first move has to be getting rid of Westbrook. I don't care.
Can we talk about how absurd it is Damian Lillard's a 75, top 75 player?
He was a top 75 player
on that 70 top the anniversary team.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Bradley Beal. Did you say Bradley Beal or Damian Lillard?
Damian Lillard.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Bradley Beal. I was staring at a picture of Bradley Beal, so I got confused. You leaving off dudes like Dwight Howard and such.
Dwight Howard, Klay Thompson, Kyrie.
A whole lot of names I prefer over Damian Lillard. Imagine KD and Kyrie hold out. It'd be bad for basketball.
Dude.
From the KD perspective, maybe not Kyrie, because he's only got a year left. But we have heard nothing from Kyrie, so it's hard telling. Last we heard from Kyrie was he posted that GIF of him flying out of a cage.
Yeah, maybe we should keep it that way for a little bit, that we don't hear anything from Kyrie.
Well, if he comes to LA, he'll be under the bright lights. But the good news is LeBron would take away so much pressure from him in terms of being an idiot on the mic. So as Miles McBride gets a screen, this is a big minute and 50 here. That's a hack and a half. He's arguing that he got ball. Yeah, you may have gotten ball, but you also absolutely destroyed McBride's face in the process. But yeah, I mean, Kevin Durant holding out, it would be terrible for the game of basketball because he has 4 years left on his deal. It would set such a bad precedent moving forward. And then at the next bargaining meeting, dude, it's going to be such a big topic. Like, we could see a lockout potentially over something like this. And it's just really, really bad for the game because the owners are not just going to sit back and let players be able to have this much control. But at the same time, and I was watching a podcast, Old Man in the Three, JJ Redick shouts out, with my boy Alex Caruso. And Caruso was like, well, players are finally starting to treat the organizations how the organizations have always treated the players. So in that sense, it's so true from a player perspective. Yeah, the salary just doesn't add up. Yeah, salary is a huge, huge thing right now with the Lakers. They just have so much money invested into 3 guys that it's really, really hard to string together any sort of deal. That was a great pass and a great finish. Kyle Alexander, he's showing a little flashes here and there.
Yeah, and Jabari Walker, I mean, he's played a ton. It's a great pass.
Micah Potter downtown won't go. They need a big shot, man. Nobody can make a big shot for the Knicks here. A little show and go. Jabari Walker corner. Drives, middle, kicks it out. Wide open shot. That is George King for 3. And they are just able to, again, that's back-to-back threes. They extend their lead to 16. The Knicks they just can't, like you kind of said, get over that hump, make that big shot. They've gotten the stops and they've gotten everything else. They just aren't able to convert on that big shot. And a big rejection from Jabari Walker.
He's played great for them.
My Lord. It's great defense there by Jabari. My word. And the mean mug on the end of it. Again, they just need a quick. They need a big shot. Who's going to take it? Micah Potter. Probably not the one you want taking it, but he makes it. The Wisconsin Badger. 60-46. Micah Potter's played really, really well for the Knicks. Probably been the bright spot. Tough drive.
10 points, 5 of 6 from the field in 9 minutes. A few offensive or 1 or 2 offensive rebounds.
Drive, draw, kick. Short. Big possession here. They need another big shot. Gene Montero stops.
Yeah, they passed up a good shot there for that.
And that's a way to battle down there, Micah Potter. Potter's battling.
He's got to. I mean, he's got no other choice. Nothing else is working for him right now.
Good pass on the inside, and they just can't convert. They can't make that big shot. And now the Blazers will have a chance. Jabari Walker all the way down, gets to the cup, kicks it out. No shot. Michael King was wide open in the corner. Former teammates there at Colorado.
Knicks they have to have like a really, really, really solid first 3 minutes of this quarter.
Yeah, they need a little run here. 100%.
Jabari Walker playing really well, though.
I'm ordering a baby beast.
Grace is going out in a little bit, and I'm trying to convince her to bring home food.
Come on, bring home food.
Daddy's
I gotta
hungry.
go pee real quick, brother. I'll be right back. Gotta go potty.
Did the Knicks draft anybody there in the first? I know they had their pick. Let me look. I can't remember. Doesn't look like they drafted anybody in the first, no. No. Traded Usman Jang to the Thunder. No, not at all. Yeah, I know. They need a nice young guy to bring in and try to develop with the young guys they have already. They didn't. I don't see that they drafted anybody. They drafted Trevor Keels, obviously. Other than that, I don't see anybody else. They didn't trade anybody. Nothing.
As we're back to the action, 60-46 here. Miles McBride, Micah Potter, Quentin Grimes, Staquan Jeffries, and Trevor Keels. They got a really small lineup out there. Grimes back to McBride. McBride has to throw up a shot, and finally they get a 3 to go. 60-49. And again, they need to start stringing together some stops. They have the talent to really make this interesting. As
Jericho Sims not starting.
Oh, man. Oh, sweat.
Tough take.
Craig Randall, man. He's looked smooth in spots here. $62-49, another big shot here. McBride was able to, late in the shot clock, throw up a prayer and finally make a big 3 for the Knicks. As Quentin Grimes now works off the screen, finds Micah Potter, but throws it away. I don't know if that was Micah Potter's fault or looked like a good pass. Here comes Jericho Sims off the time. Looks like he's going to be checking in next dead ball for the Knicks. Colby Ross bringing it up for the Blazers. Lobs it up top, and the finish. Kyle Alexander again, and they just keep separating themselves.
Played well for them.
He really has. Michael Potter, little handoff to Trevor. Trevor trying to get downhill. The refs have let him play a little bit here. And there's finally a foul on Jabari Walker. Oh, man, that was a good pass, too. Put it where only his guy could catch it. That was a good defense by Micah Potter. Other than, I mean, you would have liked him to try to get a hand on the ball, but he played it pretty well. It's a hard play to make. Jericho Sims now checks in. Tough shot by Grimes and is in. He's got to get going. Like, he has to literally go unconscious here. Like, he has to start piling them on. And I'm sure
he's like 1 for 5 from 3.
His next shot's going to be big. Kyle Alexander from downtown. He's short because Grimes is going to fire up another one relatively quickly. If it falls, we could be in for a nice little special run by Grimes here. As Keels gets downhill, finds Grimes, who swing passes it quick to Miles. Miles drops it off for Jericho, and Jericho just floats up and slams it down. And now a 10-point lead. Another quick 5-0 burst from the Knicks. Tough take there. Floats it high. Won't go. The Knicks can't corral the defensive rebound. Kicks it out. Kobe Ross downtown. Rolls in and out. And now the Knicks corral it. Quentin Grimes all the way. Tough lay-in. Won't go, but he's fouled. And they will have a chance to finally get over the 10-point hump and cut it to single digits as Quentin Grimes starting to.
If I'm the Trailblazers, I'd take a timeout here.
I completely agree. Because, you had a lot of opportunities to stop the bleeding that last possession. Offensive rebounds, kickbacks, wide open shots. Nothing fell. The Knicks, you can kind of start to sense a little momentum shift. And you need to take a timeout, corral the troops. But Quentin Grimes misses the front end here. You got to capitalize on situations and moments like this right here. You guys were talking about the Knicks, man. I mean, the way they handled that draft, I just don't get it. I guess they were corralling assets to trade for Donovan Mitchell, though.
But they didn't really know he's going to be available.
Yeah, I just, other than like a trade, like that trade doesn't make any sense. Like you have a top 12 pick, you have a lottery pick, and you're just going to trade it for 3 future firsts.
Only thing I can think of is they were not trying to acquire any more contracts so they could sign Brunson.
Yeah, I could see that. It's a little turnover there.
It's a bad shot, man. Keon Johnson hasn't scored in a while, and that's a tough shot to try to get going again.
Miles McBride now for the Knicks. Nice backdoor cut. Quentin Grimes tried hammering it home. Doesn't get it. Offensive rebounds now. Slew of them in the hammer time. And a timeout. Quentin Grimes just tried to literally hammer on the entire Trailblazer team.
That'd have been tough.
What lick would they have? What pick would they have had? The 12th. They would have had the 12th pick in the draft. And they drafted Ousmane Dieng, traded him to the Thunder for the 3 futures. I'm pretty sure Caleb mentioned that. But yeah, they had the 12th pick in the draft and traded it for just 3 future picks, which I guess in the long term, it's not a bad move. You trade 1 first for 3, But the Thunder almost have to start trading picks because they don't have the roster spots to hold them all.
Seriously. I would love to have him, just to understand what Sam Presti's vision is.
To get lucky in a draft. Was there any protections on the picks they got? I'm not exactly sure. I don't know that much about the deal. I just think they were from other teams. I don't think they were necessarily all of OKC's picks. I think there were some from other teams that the Oklahoma City Thunder have gotten, maybe from the Rockets or with the Suns and the CP3. Did they trade CP3 to the Suns, or did he sign outright? I can't remember.
I think he signed.
I can't remember that far away, man. Chris Paul's been on so many teams in the last 4 years. It's been hard to keep up with. Sam Presti is a smart man. Yeah, Sam Presti has made some really, really good moves as the Oklahoma City and in Seattle and Oklahoma City now. But he's also made some questionable ones, like trading James Harden for Kevin Martin. Traded. What's up, King?
He's saying Chris Paul was traded.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Utah Jazz signed to a 2-year deal the Italian forward Simone Fontecchio. As Trendon Watford steps out of bounds, and here comes a little momentum switch when they moved Rubio and Oubre, I believe. Gotcha.
I don't even remember that. It's just all around.
That's Miles McBride. Another big possession here for the Knicks. Quentin Grimes with the ball. No foul. Oh, my God. My light is Well, my light just went out.
That's a big 3. Back to a 10-point game. Oh, my God. It's such a bad decision right there by McBride.
A little 5-0 run there for the Blazers. Sorry about that. My light went out. It smells nasty. I don't know what happened.
Alexander has been in the right spot several times for them, and they're feeding him perfectly.
Trevor Keel's a little taking himself. 69-59. He did a good job drafting Chet. Chet is going to be a top 10 player in the league one day. That's high praise for Chet. I think he did a good job last year drafting Josh Giddey when not a lot of people
Nobody was high on Giddey. Nobody thought Giddey should go that high.
He did a really, really good job. I think Chet was kind of just made sense as the Blazers back up 12. That was a huge timeout and run there. It could have gotten cut down to as much as 4. And here we are, 12-point lead. Great response there by the Blazers. Trevor Keels now taking it downhill. Lefty finish won't go, and the tip in also won't go. And now the Blazers can really put the nail in the coffin here. Well, I lost the light. I'm going to have to – I bet those bulbs are so expensive. Keon Johnson, 3-ball, way short. Jericho Sims rebounds and up to Grimes. I told you, man, Grimes is really going to have to get going. Little no hesitation 3, short, just not his night.
That's like
In
the
your opinion,
third or fourth bad 3 he's taken this half.
dude, Trendon Watford, my word. He's played extremely well.
3 big buckets by him in the last couple minutes. Try to put this thing away.
14-point lead now for the Blazers. Miles
7
McBride.
points this quarter for Watford.
Good find. Good screen and roll there. In your opinion, who was the best player in the 2022 draft class? My best player was Keegan Murray. I thought he was the best player in the draft.
I think I had Paolo. I can't remember. Pretty sure it was Paolo.
Keon Johnson drives and blocked away by Jericho Sims. Trendon Watford, I mean, he just has such control.
He's coming up big. 7 points this quarter.
Minus Jaden Ivey. I wasn't huge on Jaden Ivey. I thought he was a good player. Don't get me wrong, but Jaden Ivey. Brandon Williams from downtown won't go. Great rebound by Jabari Walker. Up and in, Jabari Walker. My goodness. Big possession there by the rookie. They call a foul here. He's got 14 and 10, Jabari Walker. Him and Cunningham is going to be fun to watch. Yeah, that entire team with Jalen and Isaiah Stewart, just the young guns. It's going to be a lot of fun over there in Detroit. Marvin Bagley. I'm a big Bagley guy. As Jericho Sims turns it over.
He's just trying to do too much, man. What are you doing?
75-61. I thought we were going to be in for a really, really good finish there for a minute. It's kind of flipped on its head again. As Trendon Watford floats up another one. Won't go. That's a bad shot. Look at this kid, man. Getting out on the open floor. Wow, what a take. My goodness, Veron Hunt. He's looked solid. He's from Southern Methodist from SMU. 6'8". Hopefully Stewart doesn't get punched in the face this season.
That's over and back. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can't really tell what's going on sometimes. That woman ref seems to be involved in a lot of controversy, though.
Yep. Yep. We'll leave it at that. Yep.
Yep.
I bought a new mic. It's coming in tomorrow.
Let's go.
I'm hyped.
Yeah, I'm going to buy a new one, too, eventually. Not yet. This one's doing well for me. It's just kind of I just want one that's like really, really like good. You know what I mean? I just want like a quality mic.
The one I just bought was almost $200, so it better be quality.
You'll probably be sounding like we'll probably be able to hear every little thing going on in your house. Are the Knicks starting to come back? Well, they were.
Not no more.
And then the Blazers kind of halted that, took a quick timeout, did a little 5-0 run. It got to 7. The Knicks had the ball. And then my light went out, and ever since then, it's just been eerie around here, man. The Blazers have taken complete control.
Yeah, I got this is the one I got.
See, that's kind of one that I like that just stands up on its own. Like
I want that so bad. I just want to be able to sit there and like where I move, I can move the mic with me.
Yeah. Now, granted, hold on, give me 1 second.
Too bad Dame ain't in the summer league. Well, I'd hope he's not in the summer league.
Guess I could do this where I hold it. Can you hear me?
Cut a promo.
Yeah. Here, let me take the mic. I guess this is a little bit.
I don't think I have the X Factor TikTok info anymore. If you give it to me, I'm gonna try to make a couple. I'll see if I can make like a wrestling.
Brother, it may take me a minute to try to find it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because like I said, if I can try to make a couple videos to get some interest and see if people would want to watch it live, then I'll do it. But if not, I can either watch it and then do its own video, like on my reactions, or obviously cover it in the podcast.
Brandon Williams there just drives, creates something, floats it up and in. He's been really, really impressive here. It's Jericho Sims hands it over. Quentin Grimes, nice pull up. Like, why hasn't he been doing more of that? Like, he got to his spot. He didn't settle.
Because he's settled for really bad 3-point shots. Off topic. Are any of y'all sneakerheads? Yeah, I am.
I'm not.
Since I got married, I haven't really bought any since I've been married, but I got a closet full upstairs.
Hey, here's my heat on my feet, baby.
Hey.
Come on, man.
Hey.
Got some slippers. The heat on my feet. That's what I'm rocking right now. The plaid. I don't really have it. I mean, I have like one pair of like some tough sneakers, but that's all I got. I'm not really into it. It's really expensive.
I want to buy more.
Looking fire. Hey, you know what it is, brother. You gotta have your some in-house.
I got
shoes,
some
brother.
I got some Nike slippers that I bought not too long ago. The most comfortable shoe I've ever had in my life.
I love it. What's your favorite pair in your collection, Caleb?
I like the Concords a lot. I got the Concord 11s. I like those a whole lot. I've got the Bruce Lee Kobe 4s. I like those a lot. And then when it comes to shoes, I got the Carmine 6s I wear often. They're comfortable, easy to get in and get out of. I mean, I like every pair that I have, obviously, but those three stand out.
There you have it, Bron. What's your favorite player in your collection, Bron? Tell us what you have, my friend. Mine, the 350 Oreos or Jordan 1 Universe Blues.
I only got one pair of ones. They're expensive, and they're hard to get because everybody wants them.
Trendon Watford, nail in the coffin time? No, sir. 79-68. They got to go quick. They got to make it three.
He's tried to put the nail. He got hot there for a minute. He's tried a couple times to put the nail in the coffin.
Tell you what. Ferron Hunt has been solid, man. So Blazer players are really, really.
They are my
They are in ours.
runners.
So comfy, no cap. It's Ferron Hunt, man. He's looked pretty solid for the Knicks. It's been really solid. He misses short, tries to get his rebound.
If you had to pick who you give an MVP of this game to if the Blazers win,
Trendon Watford.
Or
Jabari Walker. Those would be the two.
Yeah, how much consideration does Jabari Walker get?
He gets quite a bit. What quarter is it? It's fourth quarter with 1:06 to go. It's 79-69. The Blazers have essentially won the game, and the Knicks are beginning to foul here. Not a lot has happened. That's why we've kind of stopped talking about the game. Just been a lot of fouls, driving for the Knicks, trying to create something, make something happen. 79-69. Brandon Williams at the line now. First one is good. Brandon Williams has also been really, really good. He's nowhere near the MVP category, but
he was big for them in the first half to help them really get a lead.
You know what pick Jabari Walker was? I'm pretty sure he was
50.
he was high up there. But I think yesterday I pulled up my 1 second. I'll pull up my let's see. It's Miles McBride, another 3. Jabari.
57th pick.
57th pick.
Good.
Not sure what just happened. The ref just freaked out.
Grimes trying to draw a shooting foul. I think he's letting him know it was on the floor.
That late, yes, sir. Yeah. Really, really good value pick. Oh, that was a foul.
Oh, it was definitely a foul, but I don't know about a shooting foul.
He was probably going to shoot that. But that late, he's solid. Yes, he is extremely solid. It's Quentin Grimes. I mean, wow, this game's kind of starting to get interesting, but it's a little bit too late. We're running out of time. As long as the Blazers can protect the ball, which has been a huge concern for both teams the entirety of the game. A little pressure here. Keon Johnson can't find a man. Finally gets it into Watford. Are they going to foul? What are they doing here? Trenton Watford. Good defense. He throws it up to Brandon Williams. They should have fouled Watford when they had the chance. Do not foul Brandon Williams, as they do. Lakers could have drafted him or Hardy, but they chose Christie. But Christie really good on defense. Yeah. Christie was also a McDonald's All-American. He's a 5-star. So, I mean, there's some real upside with Max Christie. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but there is some upside. He looked more comfortable the last 2 Summer League games, especially the one against the Pelicans. He looked really, really comfortable. It's Brandon Williams. He's just his jump shot's really, really sweet. It is real, real smooth. But real quick, just thank you, Bron, for hanging out with us. King, if you're still in here, appreciate you, bro. Whoever's hung out with us the entirety of the game, thank you so much. We enjoy doing these lives for you guys. This is the last Summer League live. We'll be seeing what we'll be able to do in terms of maybe a home run derby live or what exactly we do. Grimes fires up a corner 3, won't go. Sims elevates.
Some wrestling lives.
Maybe some wrestling live, some WWE. I don't know if anybody's a fan of it here, but may do some of that. 83-74, 21.9 to go. What's up, King? Yeah, I was just thanking you guys for joining us as we're concluding, getting close to the end here.
I like the pace of the games. If there's a way the NBA could, obviously the NBA plays longer quarters, but like the pace of this game is quick. It's not hard to watch. That's a big 3. Too late though.
Way too late.
What's Grimes' field goal percentage?
I'm pretty sure he's like 5 for 14, 5 for 15, so 33%.
I wonder what
it's
he's
83-77 for anybody who is wondering. From 3, he is 2 of 10.
Yeah, pretty bad.
So 20% from behind the 3-point line. Do you think Game going to win a ring? No, I don't.
He won't.
He's all about that loyalty, man, which I respect, but you ain't going to win a ring. He ain't going to win a ring unless somebody like KD or somebody gets traded there. I think he will, but he needs to switch teams. I don't know, man. I think he just loves what he has in Portland. He gets to run the show. He gets to be the guy. He gets all the individual accolades in the world in terms of everybody just thinks, it's everybody else's fault around him. I don't think it's a problem for him. Where do you think Kemba is going? No idea.
Yeah. I mean, there's several.
If the Lakers strike out on Kyrie, I could see the Lakers taking a flyer on him. Dame is under until 2026.
I could see the Lakers because there's always several teams that need a guy like that who been in the league for a long time and can win you a few games because he gets hot.
Yeah, he's a guy that could easily fill a good void off the bench for the Lakers.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even then, we have Kendrick Nunn, but who would literally fill that same role. But I don't know. Guess we'll see. Realistically, maybe the Hornets bring him back. That Adidas commercial where he said, the last thing I want to be is one of those players that doesn't win a ring aged so well. I can't even remember that commercial, if I'm being quite honest with you. Trendon Watford, man, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 50% from downtown. He's really put together a nice game here. As we're about to see a championship celebration here, bro. Are you ready? 85-77. They're showcasing like almost the entire front office of the Blazers right now. This is a big deal for them, man. When is y'all's next live? Not exactly sure. It could be tomorrow night for the home run derby.
If you're a wrestling fan, it might be this weekend.
If you're a wrestling fan, could be this weekend. As the Blazers 85-77 final. The Blazers are your 2022 Summer League champions. Honestly surprised after Sharp went down. I thought for sure it looked like the Knicks were trying really hard to win with their roster. But yeah, our next live could come as soon as tomorrow. Just depends with the home run derby, like I said. Maybe we'll get behind Mike for that one, considering in our next podcast, we did make predictions on the home run derby. It'll be out probably sometime tomorrow is when I'll try to edit it up and get it out. But yeah, if you haven't already, checked out the Donovan Mitchell trade, which just released about an hour or two before we went live. Go ahead, slide over to that. It's about a 20-minute video, easy for you, easy peasy. Fred and Caleb did a great job. I'm gonna watch it after we log off here. But Portland wins their first ring. It just so happens to be a summer league ring, but nonetheless here.
I mean,
I love Jabari.
It wasn't a
grabbing
great
the mic.
game.
Look at Jabari. He's like, nah, give me that mic, bro.
He
Give me that mic,
grabbed the
Jorge.
That's so funny.
He said, give me that mic, bro. I'm a huge fan of Jabari. Great kid. Well, my prediction was way off. Brother, all of ours were. We're all Knicks. We were all saying the Knicks over here. Hey, what a time. Thank you guys again so much for joining us. We're going to get out of here. I guess they are going to announce the MVP, but I don't know how that works. As they are celebrating at midcourt, I guess on an Instagram live or something. You think they're going to pop champagne?
All right, I guarantee you half of them aren't old enough.
Let's take a peek. I mean, I got their roster right in front of me. We have Trendon Watford, who's 21. He'll get absolutely plastered. Brandon Williams
I guarantee you they will all get plastered, but it's not.
Brandon Williams is 22. Kyle Alexander's 25. Kobe Ross, 23. Craig Randall's 26. Now, Jabari Walker, the dude with the mic, he's only 19, so ain't no way he going to be sipping on nothing. And Keon Johnson, he's only 20. So, W stream. Another W stream, my guy. We've been having fun with these. These are a load of fun. But I love you guys. Got anything to say, Caleb, before we log off here?
Trying to figure out what we can do next for all y'all. We'll let y'all know.
So we're kind of in that weird spot with sports. So it's kind of hard right now. But nonetheless, whenever we see y'all next, you'll be seeing us a lot on TikTok. You'll be seeing us a lot on the YouTube. Just make sure to watch the videos and you'll see a lot of us. We love you guys.